So hello everyone, today we are going to finally complete chapter 1 of class 12 psychology, and it is the last part, that is part C. So the first topic is about your special abilities and part of it is regarding your aptitude. Now as we know, aptitude refers to those special abilities that we require to excel in a particular field. Now if you want to be a successful novelist, then you require to be high on your writing aptitude. Similarly, if you want to be a successful engineer, then you require to be good at your mechanic aptitude. Now here we have to remember one thing, that people having similar intelligence doesn't have same aptitude. For example, there is person A and there is person B, and both of them they have IQ score, let it be of 120, but person A may take 3 months to be good at their painting aptitude, whereas person B may take 6 months to be good at that. So you can see this changes from person to person. Next, it is about the measurement of aptitude. Now we have to understand why we need to measure aptitude. Now aptitude tests help us to give proper information which are those areas in which we are good at, and we can even excel if proper training is provided to us. Definitely this kind of information is going to be very beneficial in your career development. So first type of aptitude test is your independent or specialized aptitude test. Now this test tries to measure your clerical aptitude. Now in case you don't know what clerical aptitude means, clerical aptitude means the abilities that you require to excel while doing your office works, like which includes your perpetual speed, your error corrections, locations, vocabulary, and so on. Then is your mechanical aptitude, means you are good with machines, and then is numerical aptitude, you are good with numbers and calculations. Last but not the least is your typing aptitude, means you are good at typing. Is your multiple or your generalized aptitude test. So here it exists in the form of test batteries, that means there is series of tests. They try to measure several separate but homogeneous area. That means if psychology is a subject and there are different branches or subsets of it, like environmental psychology, forensic psychology, military psychology, and gender psychology. So these are separate but they are homogeneous areas as well. So this kind of aptitude test, they try to measure this. So example is your differential aptitude test or DAT, then is your generalized general aptitude test battery, and last but not the least is armed services vocational aptitude test batteries. Differential aptitude test is used in educational settings, means they are used in school, colleges, different universities and institutions, and it consists of 8 independent specialized subsets. Now here I am going to give you one tip. You can use the mnemonic class MNV to remember all these 8. In case you don't know what mnemonics means, it is a method to remember so that the information will sustain for a longer period of time. In mnemonics, you pick up the first letter of the statement or the word and try to make a name or a funny statement out of it to remember. So for class MNV, for C it is your clerical speed and accuracy. For L it is your language uses. For A it is your abstract reasoning. For S it is spelling, and again for S it is your space relation. Then come M for is your mechanical reasoning, then N numerical reasoning, and last but not the least is V, that is your verbal reasoning. Here you have to remember that J.M. Oja, he did the Indian adaptation of differential aptitude test. The next element is regarding your interest. Now as we know, interest refers to our preference to engage in a specific activity than others. Now if I am going to ask what is the relation between interest and aptitude, then if you are interested to become a good novelist and writer but you don't have good writing aptitude, then sorry, you can't be successful in that place. Now, in case you don't have interest to become a writer or novelist, but you have good writing aptitude, in that case also you can't be a successful writer or novelist in future. But you have interest to become novelist and a writer, and you also have good writing aptitude, in that case only you are going to be a successful writer in future. The next topic is about creativity. Now, creativity in simple term means the ability to find novel solution to the problem. It can be in the form of an invention, chemical process. It can be in the form of any poem or painting, law, and even a chemical process. We have to remember that creativity is not limited to some few domains. You can't say that only a researcher, only an artist, or only a painter is creative. Even ordinary people who are engaged in simple occupations like your pottery, cooking, and carpenting, they are also creative. The next topic is about expression of creativity. So according to studies, the children, they develop their imagination in the early years of their childhood, but they try to show their creativity by engaging in some physical activities and non-verbal ways. That means the child may prefer to show interest in a lot of areas, try to make some new patterns and shape out of the toys or the clay that they are provided. But after development of their language and intellectual reasoning, they are able to even show creativity through verbal modes. Now here, if we have to see that whether your genes, heredity, or your environment matters in developing creativity, here is the same conclusion as that of intelligence, that the limits of the creative potential is set by your genes, whereas it is developed by the opportunities that you get from your environment. The next topic is about the relationship between intelligence and creativity. Here we have to understand that it is not necessary that intelligent person in conventional sense must be creative at any cost. Now we have to remember that even people having average intelligence, they can also be creative. We should also get into our mind that intelligence by itself doesn't ensure creativity in that person. Okay, now the relationship between creativity and intelligence is positive. That means to be creative, you need certain range of intelligence. To be intelligent also, you need certain amount of your certain range of creativity in yourself. But apart from that, intelligence never correlate with creativity. Now let's differentiate between intelligence test and creativity test. Now in creative test, they are open-ended, whereas intelligence test, they are close-ended. In case you don't know what open-ended and close-ended means, it will be explained in the second point itself. So at creativity test, it allows the person to give different answer to the same question. If the question is that there are two words, that is book and cap, and you have to fill up a gap between them, then a person can give a number of answers to the same question. Whereas in intelligence test, you have to find that one right answer to the question by using all your memory, your accuracy, your cognition. So if it is related to some maths problem or it is related to some factual information, you have to give that right answer. Now in creativity test, it helps you to show your imagination and your creativity in a better way, whereas in intelligence test there is little scope of it. In creativity test, it allows for a divergent thinking, means you are thinking in different direction to find different answer to the same question, whereas in intelligence test, it is your convergent thinking, that you are applying all your cognition, all your memory and accuracy to find that one right answer. Also in creativity test, there is no specified right or wrong answer. Means there is no a mark sheet or a blueprint to see and check your answers. The tester or the administrator will try to find your creativity, whereas in intelligence test there is specified right and wrong answer which the administrator is going to refer while checking your answers. Now, creativity test tries to measure general creativity thinking, which includes to ask unusual question, ability to think about different ideas and different answers to the same questions, and so on. So it also tries to measure creativity in certain particular domain, like it can be literary creativity, research creativity, it can be your mechanical creativity, and so on. So there are certain psychologists, some psychologists who have worked to develop this creativity test. Example is your J.P. Guilford, Torrance, Catena, Pasi, Paramesh, etc. We have to remember that creativity test is a standardized procedure, and a proper set of manual and interpretation is required to get a perfect result at the end of the test. With this, I want to end this video. I hope you liked my explanation. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for latest notification. If you have any kind of doubt, let me know in the comment section. I would love to clear it all. You can join my Telegram channel to get the notes in PDF format. With this, I sign out.